I'm thinking about I watched this nervous system lady on TikTok. And she said that our nervous system gets a sense of reward, and like it regulates our nervous system when we get revenge, or when we can point our finger at someone else and say, oh, they're bad, they deserve punishment, but we're good compared to them. And then we get obsessed with people who we perceive as our enemies, and we love when they get humbled or they get fucked up. But I kind of thought to myself, if we already had a lot of methods for regulating our nervous system, we wouldn't have to rely so heavily on our obsession with revenge and fucking other people up, and even fucking ourselves up, like getting revenge on ourselves. If we had a lot of other methods for having a regulated nervous system, and it makes me think also, like, depression numbs our reward system. Not exercising, not being physically strong, like, even if you aren't strong, even just doing something that increases your strength from where you are now, increases your health from where you are now, is going to give the sense of reward that your nervous system is trying to get. Like, I notice, I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things, but they're all tied together. This summer, I started going to the gym a lot more, like almost 4 times a week. And I could carry bags without my elbows, like the joints of my elbows hurting. And like I was using my core again. And I was getting a sense of reward every day before I went to work. And I felt sexy, like I was doing that for myself. And it also plays into how we regulate our nervous system by increasing our strength, because when we're weak and we're sick, see, I kind of hate talking about this shit, because if I'm not already in the flow of agreeing with the stuff that I hear on TikTok, especially when it comes to health, I get really oversensitive and I get really just touchy, and like I don't want to hear anything about my health. Like, don't tell me shit. But I'm kind of seeing how all this comes full circle. If we feel like we're too sick, or we're too small or frail or weak to survive the threats in our environment, it's going to dysregulate our nervous system. We're always going to be in a state of dysregulation, especially when we're also sabotaging ourselves and sinking even deeper into ourselves and getting weaker and sicker and more depressed. And I go through phases like that, and they get very intense. So I'm not even shaming anyone, because I can actually get into some pretty humiliating self-sabotage cycles. And the whole time I think that I'm a god, and I think I just want to fuck everyone up. I want to get revenge on everyone who blinked funny at me. I love getting into fights on the internet with people, because like I get so weak I can't fight anyone in real life. But I'm starting to think, with the stuff I'm learning about the nervous system now, all these habits and stuff that people get into, like being obsessed with revenge when you yourself are getting weaker and weaker and atrophying, it all comes full circle. And I think about this summer. One, I was getting a lot of sunlight. I was sleeping every night because I had to be up for work. I was working a decent amount. I was going to the gym a lot. And I think, damn, I wasn't even thinking about fucking anyone up. I wasn't even obsessed with like destroying anyone or like wanting bad things to happen to them. I was actually trying to have sex with some of the men that I thought were my enemies. Like, for real. And it wasn't even about destroying them. It's because I wanted to shake my ass. It's because I was sexy. But I'm also thinking I think it's December 4th today. We naturally go inwards when the weather gets colder. We go into like introspection mode. We start getting more serious in the ways that we think about things, and inwardly we get more intense because outwardly things are colder and bleaker and they look more dead, and so we naturally go into the human version of hibernation. And it happens a lot of times without us even really realizing it. Like, our mood just gets more solemn. So I think one, the weather is too cold. If we look at things from our hunter-gatherer instincts and how our ancestors have evolved over long periods of time to handle the seasons in the way that we do now, we go into hibernation mode. It's easier to not exercise and to instead get weaker and atrophy during winter when it comes to your strength. It's easier to fall out of alignment with the natural daylight cycles. It's easy to not take care of our health too, especially with the holiday season, and they're encouraging binge drinking and eating all this shit that you don't feel is right. And then you go into some shame spiral, and then it's even harder to take care of yourself and blah, blah, blah. And we're around our family a lot in the holidays, and it further encourages clan behavior. And I think anyone who's not in La La Land knows that if you get too sucked into your family and your clan, you become delusional. Like, nothing is really challenging you. No outsiders are really challenging you. And it's easy to just... So I kind of wonder if all these variables come together in winter. I wonder... I say we because today I really started thinking about it again. And I really started to have I felt triggered today, thinking about all the people that I think are my enemies and they think I'm their enemy. I think it has a lot to do with the seasons. Plus, the barometric pressure drops in the winter and your joints hurt more. It's easier to feel tense, like your muscles feel tense, your fucking joints hurt. We feel older than we are. So all this comes together in this theory I'm kind of developing, that in winter we get more obsessed over people we think that are our enemies. And it's harder to get yourself up and say, damn, I'm going to start going to the gym while there's snow is fucking freezing outside and my joints already hurt. Instead, I feel so weak. Now the only way that my nervous system is getting a sense of reward and pleasure is through obsessing over revenge plots and hoping bad things happen to the people that I think are my enemies, and thinking about my ex and wanting him to fucking die, even though I don't fucking think about him. Really. All summer, not a single thought. I think of some of the clients that I used to see, the most sour, the most fucking rude clients I ever had who decided that I was their enemy when I was there to help them. They're the ones who are stroke victims. They're the ones who can't even move. They're the ones who can't regulate their nervous system. They're the ones who are always having the news blaring on the TV. One of my old clients, I think because he couldn't hardly walk and he couldn't really exercise and his condition was just getting worse and worse, he was obsessed with the news. He was obsessed with politics and how they are our enemies. And whenever we see something fucked up happen to the people in politics that we don't like, we get a sense of reward in our nervous system. We get we get like this feeling that we're safe, that we're winning against the bad guys. I'm not trying to sound like a douchebag, because I think of the kinds of people that I don't like to take advice from. But if we all just started going to the gym, or like we had like a physical fitness routine, and we could get a sense of reward and pleasure and feeling like we're getting stronger, we're stronger enough to handle the elements, we're strong enough to handle our environment. And we had many different outlets for how we get a sense of reward and dopamine and like a feeling of accomplishment. I doubt that we would be so obsessed with all the people that don't like us, all the people that we don't like, all the people who have done us wrong. And it just spirals from there until it never ends. You'll want to kill everyone. And you'll want to die so everyone will feel bad. And then that's your revenge. Yeah, I just started going to the gym again this week. And now I think I really do need to. I need to go as much as I can. I need to get stronger throughout the winter, because I don't want to get in the moods that I get in. I want to kill my ex. I want to watch him die. I want to watch him fucking suffer. I want to know I did it. If I don't go to the gym, if I don't go take my dog for a walk and get a sense of reward, like, damn, I walked 5 miles. I'll need to get a sense of reward of thinking like, how can I annihilate it? And I got into that shit before. I would go to bed when the sun went down and wake up when the sun went up and be up all night brooding in my room, losing muscle mass, getting flabby, just losing all my progress. And I just thought about, how am I going to fuck them up? And it's addictive. And I think it's so hard to get out of it. One, because you're ashamed that you've atrophied so much and you don't look as sexy as you used to, and you feel all fucked up and dysregulated, and you get triggered by everything because your nervous system is dysregulated. And biologically, just in our hindbrain, if we feel like we are losing our ability to be sexually valuable, we're losing our edge in the reproduction competition. I guess all animals are like this. We get dysregulated. We feel fucked up. We feel horrible. We can't handle that. I thought about him with that other bitch. Multiple of them. He's a fucking whore. Like, I want to be the reason. And I wonder if this is because when I was on Twitter, my ex fucking roommate and the other Chinese guy, they don't go to the fucking gym. They're skinny as fuck. And they took his side. They took Zach's side. Oh, I'm your enemy now, even though I didn't do shit to you. I just wanted to fuck everyone up. And I think I got sucked into the spiral that they're in, because what they do, they look like sticks and they have no muscles and they don't go to the fucking gym. And instead, what they do is they go play those violent video games, and that's their sense of reward. And they imagine that all their enemies are the people in the video games. So they wanted me to not be sexy anymore either, because then maybe they could fuck me one day. But anyway, I've gotten sucked into just constant psychic warfare and constant just wanting to kill everyone and destroy all my enemies. And that's literally the first thing I would think about in the morning, because I had no other way to really get a sense of reward or feeling like I won, or like I had an edge in the competition when it came to the mating game, and I was sexy and like I'm fertile and like but damn, all this to say, I'm going back to the gym, and all winter, even when I don't go to the gym, I'm using my vibration plate in my room. Now listen, I don't care if I'm your enemy or not. Go get a vibration plate. Go on Temu and get a vibration plate for $30 and use it for 10 minutes a day in the winter. So I'm going to use my vibration plate. I have a pole in my room. I'm not losing my muscle mass. I need to gain more muscle. I need to get sexier, and then I'm not going to spend this winter brooding and wanting to destroy everything. I'm going to go for a walk with my dog. I also wonder, I work in an assisted living place where a lot of old people are. I think the people who live there are people who are in their 60s all the way into their 90s. As long as they can function without being on hospice, you're allowed to live in assisted living and not get transferred to a nursing home. And a lot of the people I work with, they can't drive. They're cooped up in there all day. The most exercise they can get is using their walkers and walking around the building. I kind of wonder, I pick up on that energy a lot. And there's a lot of older people who they feel trapped, and they're just like brooding. It's easy to offend them. It's easy for them to think that I'm their enemy. Like one of my clients, for a while, maybe she's still like this in secret, but for a while she was openly afraid that like every little thing I did was me saying that I'm her enemy, or like whatever. It's really easy to offend old people who feel like they have no other sense of reward. It's easy to offend the old ladies who catch the old men glancing over their shoulder twice at me when I walk by because I'm a young woman. But I'm kind of just realizing, I think this is why when I get off work, I want to go to the trail 15 minutes away. I need to go exercise. I need to go have a sense of reward. But when I'm on my break at work, it's so easy to go into overdrive with making music or uploading my music, because I need to feel a sense of reward, like accomplishment, because I'm picking up on the energy of older people. There's a lot of old people at the assisted living place too who have like these fantasies of like, what if she got fired? Like, oh, she wants to walk around here like without a walker. Like she's bragging, like she's walking too confidently. She's trying to show off that she can walk and we can't. Like, what if she got fucking fired? Like, and I can pick up on shit like this. They don't feel that exact way, but I can feel people's vibe. I can feel their energy. I think all of it comes full circle. Tomorrow, every time I stop going to the gym for a while, well, this time it was because I was traveling for a month. It's always hard to get back into it. Like the first time I went again this week, I just used the leg machines in the back for like 10 minutes and then left because I don't want anyone staring at me. Let me over. I don't want anyone staring at me. And they have all the machines up in the front of the gym and there's mirrors there. I'm scared people are going to stare at me. So it's like I have to very gradually get back into the swing of things, going to the gym and getting stronger, because it literally brings up all my insecurities. It brings up all of the ways where I'm dysregulated, not strong enough to survive my environment, and I'm vulnerable, and I'm scared everyone's going to start pointing at me and laughing and saying, "You weak, fat bitch." But I know this is what I have to do. Especially in the winter. But yeah, that's my theory on why we get obsessed with revenge when we don't have many other outlets for getting a sense of reward in our nervous system or getting a dopamine release. And it seems like the solution to being obsessive about revenge and hating other people, and then being ashamed of yourself for being so negative and hateful, and then further isolating yourself because you feel like you're a bad person to be around, and then shame depletes the nervous system of nutrients. It's the heaviest vibration you could be on, and then it's just like a never-ending spiral. It seems like the solution is to go to the gym, to go get a vibration plate in your room, to go do something that gives you a sense of reward and strength, because the spiral never ends. Yeah.